Assalamu alaikum, my dear brothers and sisters. Welcome back in action. This is your brother Abdi Muhammad Noor. Okay, I'll be taking for you the last part of longitude and latitude form for mathematics, and you must bear with me here. Witness, I'll teach you the hidden knowledge of this one this time. So now let's go and see these questions. Okay, let's see the first example. Okay, example one. You're told. Look at this question. You're told an aeroplane. An aeroplane flew due south from your told from a point A which is 60 degree north, 45 degree east, okay, comma, to point B, full stop. You are told the distance you are told the distance covered by the aeroplane, was 8,000 kilometer. Was what? 8,000 kilometer. Full stop. Determine the position of B. Your turn. Determine the position of B. Full stop. So remember, look at this question. We have A which is 60 degree north, 45 degree east. Okay. Remember, you are told, let's read the question. Due to south, you are told an aeroplane flew due to south from a point A, which is this one. So it is this aeroplane, the distance is going to cover is what? But let me write point B. Point B, I don't have the angle, the latitude here, but I have what? 45 degree east, because the longitude will be the same, because so far it's traveling to the south. Remember, it's going alongside with that one, don't forget that. So, what you're going to do is actually, this is on a great cycle. Just understand, yeah? It's on a great cycle. Why? Because it is following. So far it's heading to south and leaving what? This point, which is 60 degree north, yeah? That's above the equator. So it is leaving in the northern hemisphere and heading to where? To the southern hemisphere. Just understand that. So this one is what we are lacking. Let's say this data we don't have, okay? We are lacking that on the latitude. So, but the longitude will remain the same because this is on great cycle. Just understand that. Then what you know is that the distance is gotten us on a great cycle. We have our distance. Distance what? Distance times what? 8,000 kilometer. But what I know is distance is equal to, on great cycle, delta over 360 2 by r, comma, where r is the radius of the earth. So I can say I don't have, let me get that, okay? Let me get that. So what will I say then? I'll say like this. Theta over 360, I don't have theta, that, don't forget that, times 44 out of 7, which is 2 by, times r, which is 6370, is equal to 8,000. Okay? So let me get that here. Let me get that. So it will be, come to this point. Come to this side. So we know that this will be 44 times 6370 theta over 360 times 7 is what? 2520 is equal to what? 8,000, okay? Times, we are going to say, times 2520 times 2520, okay? Cancel this thing. So theta therefore is equal to 8,000 times 2520 divided by these two, yeah, 44 times what? 6370. Then you must have your calculator, okay? I have my calculator here. That is what? 8,000 times 2520 divided by 44 times 6370, okay? Close the bracket. Then that will give you what? Theta is equal to 71.93 degree. Remember, the plane left where? The northern hemisphere, and it's headed to the southern hemisphere. And this is the angle transverse, okay? So this is the angle transverse. So after covering it, you realize that it will be at a point where it will be in the southern hemisphere. Of course, yes, because it was the airplane has started its journey from a point where we had a 60-degree north, okay? And this is the angle transverse. So this time it has gone to the southern hemisphere. Now let's get now, okay? Position of what? Let me come to this point. Position of B. Position of point B, yeah? Just understand will be, I will write this minus this one. It will be how much? Let me, therefore I'll say 71.93 degree minus 60 degree. It will be how much? 13 point what? Sorry. 13, is it 13 or what? Let me subtract. That's 11, sorry. 11.93 degree. Then this is in the southern hemisphere. So I will say like this. B will be 11.93 degree south, 45 degree east. Because this will not change. Remember, it's going along great cycle, okay? It will not change. So that is the first example for your information. Then we will go to another one, okay? We will go to another one. Just take your time and study here. This is the point A, point B. So far you are told due to thought from a point which is 60 degree north and 45 degree east to point B. Then remember this is following the great circle, okay? Why? Because it is following along the longitude. Just understand, okay? It has to follow along the longitude, okay? Whichever direction. Then to the eastern part of the meridian. Why? Because we have 45 degree east, and this is how you're going to get your final answer. Then we'll proceed to example 2. Make sure you write and understand this thing, yeah? Okay, let's go to example 2, guys. Let's go to example 2, okay? Let's take our time. Let's go to example 2. Let's go to example 2, okay? We'll go to example 2. Okay? This will be our example 2, guys, okay? Let's see this question. Let's see what? Let's see this question for your information, guys. By the way, it's very, very easy. But let me write for you first so you understand better. A point. A point. Example 2, yeah? Don't forget. A point M, which is 60 degree north, 18 degree east, is on the surface of the earth. On the surface of the earth, okay? Full stop. You're told another point. Look at this point. You're told another point N. Another point what? Point N is situated. Another point N is situated at a distance of 630 nautical mile, okay? Nautical mile east of what? Nautical mile. This is 650, yeah, don't forget. Of 600, that's sorry, NM. East of M, okay? Full stop. Then you're told, look at this question, find. Then come to number 1. Come to the longitude difference between M and N, okay? The longitude difference. the longitude difference between M and N, okay? Between M, which is capital, yeah, and N. Then number 2, you're told, the position of N. The position of N, okay? Now let's see this question. You are told a point M. Come to the solution bar. We have M as what? 60 degree north, 18 degree east. But we are asking what? Is on the surface of the earth. Another point N is situated at a distance of 630 nautical miles east of M. So that means what? N, when I'm talking about N, the latitude will not change. Just understand, yeah? But what's changing is what? It's longitude, okay? Let's get that. Now, what we know is this is what? Okay? This is what? If the latitude is not changing, that means the 2 points are on the same latitude, yeah? On the same latitude means what? It's a small circle. So we know that distance is equal to, okay? But I know that distance is what? Distance in nautical mile is what? 630 nm. Nautical mile, yeah? Just understand that. So I know that distance is equal to distance under such situation when it's small circle. Again, in nautical mile, it will be distance equal to 60 theta cos of what? Cos alpha. Now we don't have theta, we are looking for theta. So we are going to say 60 theta cos alpha. Our alpha is this one. 60 degree, the latitude is equal to 630. So let me get, this will be how much? 60 times cos 60 to be how much? 30, okay? 30 theta is equal to 630, okay? Over that to get theta, over 30, cancel. So theta is equal to how much? 630 divided by the answer, okay? That's 21, okay? 21. So this is the first answer because you are told the longitude difference between M and N, okay? Then if I want to get, remember you are told, look at this point, another point N is situated at a distance of 630 Newton mile east of M, meaning this one N is to the east of what? East of M, okay? East of M, meaning we are going to add. So for us to get the longitude of M, this longitude difference between the 2 points, longitude of N will be this one, 18 plus 21, okay, which is what? 39. So this will be 39 degree east, okay, and that is the final answer, okay. That is the final answer. It's very easy because this town N is to the east of M. So the angle difference, the longitude difference you're going to get, you're going to add to this one to get this one because N is to the east of M, okay. You're going to add, okay, just understand. So I will add for you one more example which will carry 10 marks. Then may God bless you. We pray for you. Okay. My 4 wives and I will pray for you guys. Make sure you go through this chapter. It's very easy. Let me write example 3. I hope you have the question and the solution. Okay. Just understand that. When it's on the same on a small cycle, just understand. The moment we move to the east or west, remember, and let me make you to understand that. The moment you transfer or you move to east or west, remember you're on a small circle, okay? And the moment you're moving, like the previous one, the moment you're moving to the south or north, you're on great circle because you're following what? When you're moving, we said what? Longitudes are lines that are moving from north to south. Are you understanding? Just understand that, brothers and sisters. So when you're told town M is east of M, town M is east of town N, meaning town M is receiving what? The sun earlier than town N. Just understand that. So you learn. Okay, let's go to example 3, which will be the last example for this chapter, guys. Okay. This will be the last example for this chapter, okay? Just understand that. Then for the purpose, in our next class, we are going to discuss about integration, okay? Integration is, it will be will be our next class of discussion, okay? This is example 3. You're told example 3, 2 turns. 2 turns, A and B lie on the same latitude. Lie on the same latitude, okay? On the same latitude, okay? In the northern hemisphere, okay? In the northern hemisphere. That means they are above the equator. Okay? In the northern hemisphere. Full stop. You're told when it is 8 a.m. When it is 8 a.m. at A, comma, you're told the time at B, the time at B is 11 a.m. Okay, full stop. So if I may ask you a question, A and B, which one is to the east? Okay, hope your answer will be what? B. Because when the time at A is 8 a.m., B is what? B is at 11 a.m. That means B is receiving the sun earlier than A. So B is to the east of what? Of A. Just understand that. It's a matter of understanding, internalization. Just internalize this thing. Okay? Question A. You're told, given that the longitude of A is 15 degrees east, comma, you're told find the longitude of B. The longitude of B. Okay, we'll go to the solution of the golden triangle. Then question B, you're told a plane leaves A. A plane leaves A. Okay, a plane leaves A for B and takes 3.5 hours. Okay, 3.5 hours. Just understand that. Okay, 3.5 hours to arrive at B. To arrive at B, traveling along parallel of latitude, okay? That means small circle. Along parallel of latitude, okay? Along parallel of latitude, okay? That means what? Small circle, just understand that. At 850 kilometers per hour. So you're told, find, then question Roma 1, you're told, this is Roma 1. You're told the radius of the circle of latitude. The radius of the circle of latitude. Of the circle of latitude. Of the circle of what? Of latitude. On which you're told, on which A and B lie. A and B lie, okay? Then the other question is the latitude of the two terms. The latitude of the two terms, okay? The latitude of the two terms. So now let's come to the solution. It's a matter of what? It's a matter of understanding the question, okay? The nature of the question. Let's see the question. We have term A and B, okay? We have A and B. You're told lie on the same latitude, means they're on a small circle, yeah, in the northern hemisphere. When it's 8 a.m. at A, when the time here is 8 a.m. at B, we have what? 11 a.m. So it means B is receiving the sun then earlier than A, okay? Let's understand that. You are told, given that the longitude of A is what? 15 degree, find the longitude of B. Okay? Let's get, let's say time difference. Time difference, okay? 11 minus what? 8, okay? That is 3 hours or 180 minutes. Just understand that. But what you know is that, for every 1 degree difference in longitude between 2 points, there is 4-minute difference in local time. For every 1 degree difference in longitude between 2 points on the globe, there is 4-minute difference in local time. Just understand that. So we'll use that. We're going to say 1 degree difference in longitude between 2 points is equivalent to what? 4 minutes. What about what? 180 minutes. Just understand that. Cancel this thing. So it will be 1 degree times 180 divided by 4. That will give you what? 45 degree, okay? So this is the difference in longitude. Yeah, just understand that. The difference in what? In longitudes. So if I want to get now the longitude of B, okay? Longitude of B, I would say longitude of B. Longitude of B will be 15 degree plus 45 degree. It will be what? 60 degree. Why am I saying that? Because B is to the east of what? Is to the east of A. So for us to get the longitude of B, we are going to add the angle difference, the longitude difference plus that of what? That of A. Then let's go ahead and solve question B. Let me write this part for us. I hope you have the question. Okay, make sure you have the question, yeah? You write as I write, yeah? So you understand better. Okay, let's go, guys. Let's go for B. For B now, you're told, let me divide for us this portion. Okay? A plane leaves A for B and takes 3.5 hours. That is time, yeah? So I have time, that is 3.5 hours, okay? Okay. Traveling along parallel of latitude at what? We have a speed. Our speed is 850 kilometers per hour. Just understand that. 850 kilometers per hour. What's missing is what? Distance. So what's under question mark is what? Is distance. But you know that distance is equal to speed times what? Times time, okay? Speed times time. So my distance will be 850 kilometers per hour times 3.5 hour. Cancel. Then multiply. You multiply these two. You're going to say 850 times 3.5, okay? That is 2975 kilometer, okay? But remember, they are on the same what? They are on the same latitude. Just understand that. So distance along a latitude is gotten as what? Distance is equal to delta over 360 2 by r cos what? Cos alpha. So from there we have distance. So we are lacking what? Alpha. So we can look at this question now. We are told the radius of the circle of latitude on which A and B lies. We cannot get the radius unless we get what? Unless we get the latitude. So first we are going to get the latitude. We are going to say, look at this point, yeah? Look at this point. We are going to say our theta is what? Is the longitude difference, which is what? 45. 45 out of 360, 44 out of 7, which is 2 by, times 63, 70. Cos of what? Alpha is equal to the total distance, which is 2975. So, by the way, this will give me how much? Okay, let it by 45 1, by 45 is 8, by 7 1, by 7 is 9 10, yeah? By 4 2, by 4 11, okay? Just understand that, 11. Then by 2, say like this, by 2 1, by 2 10, 9 10 divided by 2, 9 10 divided by 2, it will give me what? 455, okay? I will have what? 455. So it will be what? Look here. 455 times 11 there. That will give you how much? 5005. So I'll say 5005 cos alpha is equal to 2975. Divide here 5005. Divide here also 5005. Cancel. So cos alpha will be how much? 2975 divided by the final answer, that is 0.5944. Then cos inverse, okay, look for the angle. It will be how much? Shift cos. Our answer, it is 53.53 degree. So this is what we have gotten, the latitude, yeah, just understand. So this one we can get what? This one we can get the radius of the latitude. Okay? The radius of the small circle, I mean. Because parallel of latitude is a small circle. So now, let me get the radius of the small circle. I will say, I know that radius of small circle, radius of a small circle is equal to radius of the great circle, which is 6370, cos what? Cos of alpha, or cos of the latitude, okay? Then cos of the latitude, don't forget that. So it will be 6370 times cos this one, 53.53. So that will give me how much? Cos answer, it will be how much? That one times 6370. That will give me, okay, that's 7.87, yeah? That's 3,787 kilometer. Okay? And that is the final answer. So we must get what first? The cos alpha, because we say that we have the radius of the great circle and the radius of the small circle. The one of the small circle is gotten as what? 6370, which is the radius of the great circle multiplied by cos of the latitude, yeah? Unless you get the latitude, then you cannot look for that. And that's the procedure. That's the end, guys. I've exhaustively teach this thing. Okay? I have tried my best. I taught you enough. Then you go back to your books and revise, okay? Any question, make sure you leave your comment in our comment box, and make sure you share, okay, with your friends and family members who are stranded at home level due to the COVID-19, yeah? Otherwise, I wish you the best.